The male teacher unexpectedly received a pair of glasses. When he wore them, he could see how many times each person had been intimate with others. He noticed that in addition to the red thread between his sister and her husband, there were many other red threads on his brother-in-law. While riding the elevator with his brother-in-law, Mike saw a red thread on his brother-in-law's head extending to the fourth floor. He remembered that when they entered the elevator, his brother-in-law had instinctively pressed the button for the fourth floor, then nervously canceled it. It turned out that they lived on the 10th floor. Mike began to suspect his brother-in-law. He intentionally pressed the fourth floor button and secretly observed his brother-in-law's reaction. When the elevator doors opened, a red thread extended all the way to the end of the hallway. Just as Mike was about to follow it, his brother-in-law pulled him back. Mike cared deeply about his sister and her husband's relationship because his father and ex-girlfriend had both cheated in the past. To prevent his sister from being hurt, he secretly followed his brother-in-law and saw him meeting another woman at a restaurant. Mike immediately called his brother-in-law, but his brother-in-law lied, claiming he was at the office. He pretended to walk past the woman and quietly noted their room number that night. Mike went to the hotel, saw the chaotic red threads, and found his brother-in-law's room. He forcibly dragged his brother-in-law out. Faced with Mike, his brother-in-law confessed and promised to sort things out. Mike didn't want to upset his sister, so he chose to forgive his brother-in-law. But the next day, he discovered the social media account of the woman his brother-in-law was having an affair with. It turned out his brother-in-law had not only married the woman, but she was also pregnant with his child. Furious, Mike rushed to his brother-in-law's company, but he ran into his sister who had been in a car accident. He hurried to comfort her, and soon, his brother-in-law arrived at the scene, but he was hugging another woman. It turned out that his sister had crashed into the affair woman's car. Mike, enraged, wanted to beat his brother-in-law, but his sister stopped him. It was only then that Mike realized that his brother-in-law's real affair was with his sister.